Hi, my name is Gagan Sharma. I'm a sommelier. Welcome to our page, the Institute of Wine and Beverage Studies. At the start of the year, we guys are starting a new series called 52 Drinks, 52 Weeks. Each week, we will be talking about a new drink which is taking over the world. And to begin the first one, we guys are starting with sherry. Now, sherry is an age-old fortified wine from the south of Spain, from the general area of Cadiz and Andalusia. Comes from Jerez. The grape is Albarizo, and this is a wine which has been there for centuries. There are various styles of it, from the very lighter finos and amontillados to the heavier Palo Cortados, Olorosos, and even the sweeter ones called Pedro Jimenez. We'll talk about it more, but for now, let's taste the wine. Hi. So what are we tasting today?
So we have a nice bottle that we've chosen. It's the Gonzalez Byass. It's a sherry. It's a 12-year-old Palo Cortado. And it's a dry Palo Cortado.
And if we were to taste it, what should we be expecting from this wine?
So I think, as Gagan already explained, that you have the Fino and the Oloroso style. So this sits literally in the middle. So there should be some yeasty, floor-based aromas, but at the same time, it has a lot of weight behind it. So it's a rare style now. Not many people are doing it, but let's see what this one tastes like.
Oh, cool. Do you want to taste it?
Yeah, let's go. So the color shows a nice, fairly deep golden hue. You can in fact see the waves inside that it shows that it's going to be a high alcohol wine. It's fortified. Yeah. It shows this the strength, and right down from the color, and then you can, I think, go into the nose. What do you think of the color?
I think it's a good mix of oxidation as well as aging, which could have come from the barrel itself.
Right.
And as the label says, it's about 12 years old. And
so the color showing that age for sure.
Perfect.
So like all sherry, it's got a fairly explosive nose. It's sort of bursting with aromas, but it's not, for me, it's not as intense as some Olorosos can be, but it's not as sharp as Fino can be either. It sort of sits in the middle. What do you find?
For me, just from the first nose itself, it is something very unique. We don't get to taste a lot of sherries in India, and just to dip your nose into a glass which has, a mix of oxidation, a bit of biological aging as well. It's a good mix. It's a unique.
So it's definitely nutty to begin with, but then I can find also some coffee beans, a bit of cocoa, caramel, sort of not heavy, but just there in the background.
Some bruised fruits, some
fresh fruit is still there, bruised but fresh. But
All right, let's taste it.
For me, what differentiates a sherry from just an oxidized wine is the acidity.
Yeah.
And that I think is really nice. It's clean. Gagan does the dribble test, so you can see there's a lot of saliva on my palate. Very fresh for a wine that smells so nutty and rich. I feel a lot of tart and freshness on my palate.
It throws you off a little bit because just the look of it looks a little intimidating that it'll be a heavy wine, but the acidity does a great job. Do know that this is a fortified wine, so spirit has been added to it and the alcohol level is higher, which causes dehydration, but the acidity brings all that hydration back and makes the wine much more smoother on your palate. The nuttiness, the crispness of the wine is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and again, I think another thing I really like about this wine is I think that the alcohol is not showing. So I think, I don't know, I didn't see the label earlier, but this would be about what, I think 20%. It's 20% by volume, and this is not the coolest. You could have it cooler, but I think with the Palo Cortado or Olorosos, a little warmer is nicer to feel out that depth in the wine.
Right.
But I think it just shows great acidity, great freshness, and some weight. What would you do with it? Just have as an aperitif for pairing? What do you want to do with it?
I would like to have some just very simple salted nuts with that because of the crunchiness of it. Or maybe something, maybe like a salty seafood dish. Maybe clams or oysters for that matter.
Even salt and pepper vegetables, the Oriental style or something.
Or any HTs for that matter, And the good thing about these wines are that you drink them in smaller portions because of higher alcohol. And because of the higher alcohol as well, once you open this bottle, you don't have to worry for the next 6 months to finish it off, otherwise it will go bad. So I think it's a great investment proposition.
I think this is a good choice for our first drink to be for this year. And we hope you can find a bottle of sherry somewhere and try it with your friends. Do leave us a comment, tell us what you think of it. Gagan, good choice.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year until the next week.